JROTC program. We have Master Sergeant and Army Instructor, Sergeant Mike Nichols, and a cadet who just graduated, Eva Quartz. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Sergeant, thank you for your service.
You're welcome. Very much welcome.
So Eva, do you have a rank?
Yes, in the program. So before I graduated, I was Bravo Company Commander. And then now I have been promoted to Battalion Commander. So I am in charge of all companies.
Awesome. Well, this has been a very successful program. A lot of the community have seen students from the program participating in a lot of community events, and that's really service. That's a big part of what
It is, yes, definitely.
How many students in the program this past year?
Well, when we actually first started, we had close to about 80, and we had some that actually disenrolled for various reasons, maybe in grades, attendance, so on and so forth. But our biggest focus for next year is not only increasing but maintaining our enrollment, so we can have a bigger presence in the community. So,
Well, the students look sharp. How much of a draw is the uniform to getting into the program?
that's a funny question because you see me most of the time in my dress uniform, but the students love the camouflage uniform, the OCP, the operational, uniform that we have, which is you're seeing right now. So they just love that camouflage uniform. So
Awesome. And here you are in your what do you call them? The camo fatigues?
yes,
Every day.
OCP. Yeah.
Did you wear that at school?
Yes, so on the days that we have that uniform required, you wear it around Career Center and make sure you are as well. Since you're in that uniform, you also need to maintain your military bearing, and
Yes.
it's a way you're supposed to conduct yourself as well in that uniform.
Nice. And you're already touching expensive military equipment, which
Yes.
who knows what that is? What is that in the picture?
That picture there is when we went to meet the Guard with the Army National Guard out on Cooper Street in Jackson. And some of those artillery pieces, they're computerized artillery pieces. Right behind it are a couple of the specialized vehicles that transport those artillery pieces. So,
Wow.
so we had like a whole day field trip where we had students from Hillsdale, Lenawee County, Jackson County, Springport, and they came out and visited that equipment and actually took some of the weapons apart. So pretty good opportunity for the students. So.
Eva, you are headed into the service.
Yeah.
And before the show, you told me you can't wait to get in. What are you going to do?
I'm going to be an operations specialist in the United States Navy.
In the Navy. And how did you pick the Navy, and did you choose which duty you wanted to serve in?
So I chose the Navy mainly because of the travel aspects of it. I love how versatile it is and how you have the chance to be more, you get to visit a lot more things than you would in comparison to a lot of other branches. I love boats. My rate is specific to sea duty, so I'm going to be assigned to a boat and on water a lot, and also exploring. It's a very different opportunity than other branches. And I chose to go active because I want to be busy. I want the
Active versus reserve.
Yes, exactly. I want to be busy. I want to also somewhat make this my career, so I want to have the full experience of it.
Fantastic. And this is a dream for you. I mean, you want to train students
We do.
that want to do this for a career.
Yes, yes.
How many of the students typically will go into the service after the JROTC program?
Historically, about 10 to 15 every year, which is really unique for this year. We had almost our entire senior class in the morning actually enlist, and we had quite a few in the afternoon. So some have actually went part-time, some have went full-time. So, and we have quite a few in the Air National Guard in Selfridge and in Battle Creek. So.
Fantastic. So a lot of cool things happening as your year wound down,
Yeah,
and you had a military ball.
we
Oh,
did.
wow.
Is this like the prom for
Yes.
junior ROTC?
Yes.
It is.
Tell us about what's happening here.
So that is me helping hand over an award we gave to the Command Sergeant Major of the Recruiting Brigade at our military ball. He came and he was our guest speaker, and he shared a lot of words of wisdom and his career and how he kind of became comfortable with what he chose in the military. Right. And then it's me also helping hand off an award that was given to a cadet that wasn't able to attend. It was a very amazing experience, honestly, seeing so many people. Oh, that's my recruiter. That's my recruiter, yes.
You're gonna have that outfit pretty soon.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited. It was a very amazing event to see so many people come support us, and that's me wearing, being crowned queen at the military ball.
Wow, queen of the ball.
Yes.
And then.
Yep, and that's the first sergeant and the XO, two of the first sergeants from both the morning and afternoon company, and then the XO from the afternoon company, cutting the cake.
Well, it's not all fun and games. You have some really serious competitions that you participate in, right?
Yes.
And you go all over the country.
We do. So this picture here is actually from Fort Knox, Kentucky. We took, I believe it was 14 or 15 students down there. We had a number of chaperones, and we actually went there. We were 21st out of close to 80 teams, and these are national teams from Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Alaska, so on and so forth. So that was a very unique experience. As a matter of fact, that's where we met the Sergeant Major that Eva presented the Eagle to. So that was very historical, because we've never had a Sergeant Major of the 3rd Recruiting Brigade be our guest speaker. So
nice.
That was awesome.
So what do you do at a competition, Eva? Is there shooting?
So it just depends on honestly which one we choose to attend, what school is hosting it. Some of them will do a biathlon, which is we have to shoot an air rifle, and then after 10 rounds we go up, we run a certain distance, come back and shoot again. It's just very versatile in where we attend it. As for me though, in those specific competitions, I was the captain, so I was helping delegate and choose who's doing what in each event and how we would communicate with each other and overall attack it to be better as a team as well. It took a lot of communication and communicating as well with our coach. But it was you get very dirty. It's a lot of mud.
Right.
You're running a lot. It is a lot of running, more so than shooting. So it's very athletically challenging.
Yes.
Did you crawl under barbed wire?
There was a lot of low crawling under pillars, like through specific. I remember at one competition we went to, it was a mud pit that we were crawling through. So you were eating mud. If you weren't eating mud, you weren't doing it right. So.
Nice. I crawled under barbed wire at the Marine base, so yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It is not fun either.
And you had a commissioning of officers. Is that when you got your rank?
So I was given my rank at the beginning of the year, but this was more so us celebrating and doing the ceremonious part of it and presenting it to the board.
So annually we have our JCISD board. They invite us in October in the fall, and we do this for the parents and the guardians. So at their board meeting.
You've done this for 28 years, Michael. You've taught at every level. Even middle school.
Yes.
What keeps you coming back year after year?
My passion for the students. The staff that we have is awesome at the ISD, but every morning I wake up, I just get a new opportunity to just interact with young people and make a difference in their lives, and that's what keeps me coming back. So they try to guess my age every year. I never tell them what year I came in, so they haven't figured that out, but as long as I have the passion, which I do, I'm going to continue to do it until,
Maybe your experience with Junior ROTC and JPEC, you were very happy with how everything went and how everything went together, dovetailed nicely. Even being across the street.
Yeah, it was extremely accessible, and JPEC itself is also very, open and accepting to people, doing Career Center. They help merge your schedule so well, and they work around it. And specifically with the JROTC program, JPEC really does respect it and is very open with, anything that you have going on in the program. They really do respect the program and have a big love for it. So it was amazing, you know, especially being able to walk across the street and just be able to get there.
Yeah, and you got some college credit, and you're ready to ship out, literally. You know you're going to be on a ship. Do you know what ship or where or what you're going to do on that ship?
Not yet, so I don't know what boat I'm assigned to yet. I know my rate is specific to destroyers, which are smaller ships in comparison to aircraft carriers, which are the really big boats that you would typically see when you know, the Navy is being advertised. My rate is more so specific to the smaller ones that have a lot of the technology on it and, you know, monitoring devices. So I'm really excited to figure out, you know, which one I'm going to be on it and what this adventure is going to be like.
Now, you want this to be your career. Ultimately, what do you want to do as a career in the Navy?
I want to keep this rate, and I want to work up my rank, and hopefully, you know, be in charge of larger operations and larger, like hopefully be in charge of a boat one day. You know, I really want to also learn, you know, the business aspect of it and overseeing large groups of people and how to manage that. So, you know, maybe one day when I do retire from the military, I can still start a business outside of it and flourish because of this experience that I've had in the military.
Michael, how much does being in a junior ROTC program help someone that is going to go, like Eva, into military service?
It accelerates them as far as their knowledge of marching, their understanding of military history, the structure. You also get accelerated promotions, you know, depending on what branch you go into. So that's an awesome draw, where someone can receive 1 or 2 promotions even before they go in. So
A real leg up.
yep. And then even the students that don't enlist, you know, just that experience and collaborating with others and working with others and, you know, diverse situations really helps them in all areas, whether it's college, you know, vocational, entrepreneurship, or the military. So
Every employer will agree with you on that.
yes, definitely.
Thanks for coming in. Good luck to you, and
Thank
congratulations.
you. Thank you so much.
Graduate from the Jackson Area Career Center, the JROTC program in JPEC, Eva Courts, and Master Sergeant and Army JROTC instructor, Sergeant Mike Nichols.